I am in New York City. Ba, 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 doo, 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 doo. Hanging out an extra day after the 10th annual Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit. It was a smashing success. Just incredible. I want to thank everybody at the stand, as always, for the incredible after party. But see if I can remember the whole freaking night. The lineup was, let's see, Cypher started out DJing. Rich Voss, of course. Shane Gillis opened, fucking smashed. Eleanor Kerrigan went next. She fucking killed it. I'm going to fuck this up, my old man brain. Then it was Mo Amerk went up. He destroyed. That's 3. Then I want to say Keith Robinson, Jim Norton, and then Dave Attell dropped in. Andrew Dice Clay dropped in. Then Ricky Velez went on after that. If you can believe that. Fucking destroyed. And then Jon Stewart dropped by. He fucking destroyed. And then I went up. I think that was the night. And everybody, in their own way, in their own style, killed. Oh, Cypher went up too. Cypher did 5 minutes. It's fucking hilarious. So I'm sitting there going like, wait, Cypher's DJing. How the fuck is he going to... And Voss intros him. So Cypher's playing music for him to walk on, and Rich is supposed to go back to his turntables and shut it off. And all I'm thinking is, as I'm watching it, I'm like, there's no way Rich isn't going to fuck this up. So, he's playing some sort of, H to the Izzo or there's some Jay-Z shit. So Cypher walks up to the mic, fucking dumbass Rich Voss walks back to the fucking turntables. And, of course, Rich is pushing buttons and the fucking music is still going. And Cypher's just looking back like, what the fuck? And he keeps pushing the buttons and the music keeps playing. And then Cypher's finally like, it's the big silver button. And Voss is like almost fucking 90. He can't see it. And Cypher just starts shitting on him. And crowds laugh and he finally gets the fucking music off. When they brought Keith Robinson out, Keith has had 2 strokes and he has the cane and it takes him a second to get there. So Cypher was playing Walk This Way by Aerosmith. And when that ended, on my suggestion, he then played the Jeopardy. Bum, 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 bum. And the crowd is looking like, what the fuck are they doing? And we were just all laughing. I told him to play him off to the fucking Hulk music. The end, if you're old, when David Banner would have to leave another town because he got angry and green and beat the fuck out of everybody and he'd have to go hitchhike away. And they used to play this sad fucking piano music. Do, 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 do. But I don't know. Rich was talking, so he didn't get a chance to do that. So Norton went up and did like fucking 8 minutes on the Queen dying that had me fucking rolling. And then Dice went out. That's right. Dice went out before Attell. Dice goes out, and it's like, this is the legend. This is the fucking king. Crowd fucking loses it. He fucking goes out there. The leather vest on, the Brooklyn fucking, tank top. It's fucking Dice. And he goes out there, does not hold back. Just fucking is full on fucking Dice. And all I'm thinking is, I fucking saw this guy. I saw him in 89 at the Worcester Centrum, and I'm now sharing a stage with this fucking legend. And it was amazing. And he had this brilliant bit. I can't say what it was about because it gives away the bit. It was absolutely fucking brilliant. He's leading you all the way to the left, and you're thinking it's this way, and then bam, he comes back to the right to a big fucking laugh. He was amazing. Amazing. And then Dave Attell goes out, and it just is fucking Dave Attell. Another king, he goes out, he fucking kills. And, Mo went on. When the fuck did he go on? He went on. No, Mo went on before Keith. That's right. He came straight from a writer's room. This is how much people love Patrice. He came straight from a writer's room. You know, Dave Attell and Dice just dropped in. And then Ricky Velez had to follow them. He walked out there like it was nothing, absolutely killed. I already respected him. You know, I worked with him on King of Staten Island, and we did a stand-up show for Pete Davidson, firefighter thing in Staten Island. And I remember seeing him that night. I was like, man, he's fucking good. And he's gone to a whole other level. And then what happened? And then Jon Stewart, who I knew was coming down, he showed up and he went out there just fucking, you know, he went out there spitting flames, like the passion of like a fucking 23-year-old comedian. It was funny. He was the only guy who got heckled. He pissed off some woman in the crowd. It was fucking hilarious. 'Cause she got, you know, upset about something. And the second she yelled out, the whole crowd just went, ah. It was like, it was such a good night. Now what the fuck, right? So, and then I had to go out in the end. I swear to God, I think I wore out my fucking shoes pacing back and forth, trying to wondering how I was going to follow all of these people. So, fortunately, for whatever reason, Cypher brought me out to this fucking, that stupid Irish music. Like I was a fucking leprechaun. So I started trashing him. I thought he was Latino. Evidently, he's Filipino. So it didn't even make sense what I was saying to him. But nobody knew, you know, because most of the crowd was white, and they're like me, and they're looking at him. He's kind of tan. I bet he must be Latino. So anyway, and all we did was just fucking break each other's balls. Like Rich Voss brought up Keith Robinson by saying, this next guy coming to the stage is probably going to be our next benefit. And then, you know, Jim and Rich like give each other a dirty look. They refused to shake hands. It was fucking great. It was just a perfect mix of Patrice's friends, comics that Patrice was, you know, looking up to when he started, and young comics that loved Patrice and were influenced by him. So just when the night couldn't get any better, we end the show, do the curtain call, everybody comes walking out. And dumbass Rich Voss, you can just fucking count on him to do something stupid, comes through in the clutch where he has Maureen Tarrant, who puts the whole thing together, by the way, has her phone, and he says to the crowd, he goes, because Patrice's mom couldn't make it because her arthritis was acting up in her knees, so she couldn't make it this year. So he goes, we're all going to say hello to Patrice's mom. He goes, on the count of three. He goes, everybody say, hi, Georgine. I'm thinking, Georgine, like, her name is Georgia. And like for as I'm doing the math, I'm thinking, wait a second, is Georgine the real name? Like, you know, Bill and William? And as I'm thinking that, the crowd goes, hi, Georgine. And then I just take the mic. I'm like, dude, her name is Georgia, you fucking idiot. And the whole crowd loses it, and I just start trashing Voss for being stupid. We got a video of the whole thing. I think I'm going to post it. If I can figure out how to do it. I'll have Andrew do it. Crowd died laughing. And here's the greatest thing. We sent Georgia that video of him saying her name wrong, and she died laughing. She thought it was the funniest thing ever, which, of course, is like, you know, such like a Patrice thing or whatever. And I love talking to her. And when I do talk to her, I always, because, you know, we all love her, but it's also, you know, most of us know her name. But like when I talk to her, I hear like Patrice's cadence, and I hear, you know, elements of him in her, of course, because it's his mom. So she was definitely missed that she couldn't be there. But the night was amazing. Then afterwards, the stand, as always, comes through their own pocket. They feed everybody, give people drinks, and all of that type of stuff. And I got to hang out with everybody, was hanging out, you know, talking to Dice, and he was telling me all of these fucking amazing stories about, you know, throughout his career and all that type of stuff. And, you know what's funny is Eleanor came from a big Philly family, and she told me a long time ago that she used to have to finish one of her little brother's fights. And she had one of her brothers there, and she kept calling him my stupid brother the whole night, just calling. She said, hey, can you take a picture with my stupid brother's girlfriend? Like she couldn't say brother. She always said stupid, and I'm dying laughing. And I say to him, I go, are you the one she had to finish the fights for? And they both in unison at the same time said, no, that was Billy. And I was thinking like, oh my God, it's fucking true. So anyway, it was a great night.